How's everyone doing today? Today I want to talk a little bit about double closing, how to double close a property correctly. That's today's topic, and I want to shoot right into this. So, what is a double closing? A double closing is basically two, pretty much two contracts closing simultaneously, closing at the same time. That's what a double closing is. The title company double close both transactions at the same time, which will be transactional A and C and B with you in the middle. So that's what a double closing is. But I want to talk a little bit about double close because there's actually a couple ways you can do this, but I'm going to go into one way because this is probably the most easier and effortless way. So let's say that you came across a motivated seller and she's looking to sell or he's looking to sell the property, and let's say you're at a purchase price at 150, right? So you put it on a contract with seller A at 150, and then you find one of your investors, you market it to one of your investors, and one of your investors are willing to pay 175,000. It's right here. So the spread between that is around 25,000. That's what you'll get once you close. So this is usually how it works. So basically, on this one that I'm going to talk to you about is that what I like to do is I like to find the buyer first to close the whole transaction. Now there's another way you can close the transaction A and then have the buyer turn around and close transaction B with you. But this is the way I like to do it. But first and foremost, what I want to remind you is you got to make sure you find a title company that is open to doing a double closing, because some title companies are not accustomed to this. They're not accustomed to double closing. So you want to make sure you find the right title company that understands double closing to get this done. If the title company said they don't do it, then you have to find another title company. So let's say with 175, so what happens is at 175, the buyer will bring to the title company with the contract, because pretty much what you have is you have a contract with the seller, normal contract with the seller for 150, and then you have another normal contract with the buyer for 175. Now this is not an assignment. This is a contract. So you have two contracts. Both of the contracts will go to closing, right? So both will go to closing and the title company. So the buyer will bring the 175 to the title company. The title company, what would the title company do is they'll take both of these contracts. Write some contracts real quick. So basically, what the title company will do is they'll simultaneously close these at the same time. So basically, the title company will take that 175 and it will pay the 150 to the seller, and the 25,000 goes to you. Now, minus you have a little bit of closing costs, so you might be taking home probably 22,000 or 23,000. But that's how the double closing works. Is the buyer will bring the 175 to closing, and what the title company would do is they'll close both transactions at the same time. So the title company will take that 150 and close transactional A, which will be the seller, and then the rest of the profit will go towards you, and then the buyer will have the property. So that's how it works. I hope that helps. But that is the double closing, and I'm going to have some other videos talk a little bit about some other techniques and strategies you can use besides using the buyer's funds. There's other ways you can go. So feel free to comment below if you have any questions, and thank you and have a great day.